Good afternoon. It is Friday, June 2nd, and we are in the Allegheny National Forest. We's gonna do a little easy peasy hammock car camping, and we are on Forest Road 127, also known as the Branch, and we're gonna set up down here. I'm all by myself. I got some neighbors here. Hopefully they're peaceful, but I got myself a spot pegged out down there in the creek. All I got to do is get my stuff, get down there, get set up. Then I'm going to go scavenge for some firewood. So let's get unloaded and get at it. All right, there is a campsite right here by the road, but I am going to go down here across this little, near this little waterway, and I'm kind of hoping that my vehicle parked there will discourage anybody from moving into that other site. These are numbered sites, but you don't have to pay to use them. This one's 14. Got a fire ring here. There's some people over there. And I think I'm gonna try and set up right in here somewhere. I think I'm gonna try that tree and that tree. So let me get set up here and we'll see how she goes. Well, true to form, I changed my mind already. I'm actually set up over here. Well, I think I'm going to take that top cover off and put the bug net on, and I'm debating whether I'm even going to put a tarp up. I don't think it's supposed to rain. I might just string the thing up and not deploy it, and if I have to, I'll put it out later. But I think I need to raise my feet quite a bit. Let's do that. Okay, after extreme amounts of frustration and a few swear words, I have the top cover swapped out for the bug net. Now to put the tarp up. I guess I was getting ahead of myself. The next step would actually be putting the underquilt on. One thing I didn't say, even though it's the 2nd of June, it's been damn toasty the last couple days. I think it topped out at 88 degrees this afternoon, but it was only 58 when I got up this morning, so the underquilt, I think I probably am still going to need it. All right, quilt's on, top quilt's in the hammock. Now we'll put the tarp up. All right, there it is. Should be ready for Betty Bye time, which actually could come anytime now. Whoops, sorry about that. Bugs, the bugs are bad. With the heat, the bugs are bad. Okay, let's look around here a little bit. I think this waterway is what they call the branch. It has no other name, but it flows into Tynesta Creek. And oh boy, we got the spit thing going here. When my sister and I were young, we used to tell her that scum stuff was formed by fishermen upstream spitting in the water. She believed that for a long time. She wouldn't get in the creek either. Oh yeah, water's pretty low. It's been pretty dry for the last couple weeks. I can't begin to tell you the last time it rained. All right, I'm going to take this stuff back up to my Jeep, which just came from the body shop from having my deer damage fixed. I actually picked the Jeep up on the way here and left my son's car at the body shop, which we'll retrieve later. I'll show you the Jeep. Let me get up there. I don't know if I ever actually showed you all the damage that was done to this thing, but I hit a deer the 3rd of January and it broke the bumper, shattered this fender, busted out the grill, and buckled the hood. And it also did some damage to the door, but I wasn't concerned about that. It's just a couple little dents. But I don't think I ever really showed this Jeep much close up in any previous videos, but if you paid attention, you'd know that it had a big lizard decal on the hood. And it's just like the lizard decal that's back here, only really big. Just like that thing. And it was just like that gecko thing. I never really cared much for it. When they went to fix it, it was discontinued anyway, which was all right with me because I didn't want it on there anyway. So she's all fixed up. On the way here, I saw a deer standing beside the road. I was only going about 20, but I'm like, you son of a bitch, you stay there. And it never moved. It listened. Okay, one of the other reasons I'm here is for more North Country Trail miles and exploration. And I have done a little bit of this part before, but right next to my Jeep is a Blue Blaze. But that's for tomorrow. Right now, I'm gonna fix myself some dinner, stash my stuff, and go relax a bit. Put some shorts on. I gotta put some shorts on. Oh, all right. Camp is finally set up. It's dinner time. Got some water filtered. I thought I had a full-size chair in the Jeep, but I don't. Took it out before it went to the body shop, but I still have my Helinox, and I got a nice stump to lean against, so I shouldn't go over backwards. I wonder about my dexterity to get in and out of the thing sometimes, but so far so good. All right, I'm gonna eat my sub, drink some water, and eat some chips, and then I'm gonna start a fire. See ya. It is 9:37 and technically it's 7 minutes past my bedtime, but I'm going to try and make it till 10 o'clock. Everything is very quiet around here. I do see I have another neighbor down there. It looks like I have an orange tent and I can see a light inside it. And I just heard a dog bark one time. That's the first noise I've heard in over an hour. I'm hoping these neighbors I have are not people that come alive at 11 o'clock at night. So far they've been very, very quiet. All I can hear is the water, and once in a while I can hear something behind me, like maybe a porcupine or a possum or something, I don't know. But anyhow, I'm going to try and make it another 20 minutes, and then I'm going to put the fire out and go to bed. So until morning, good night. Good morning. It is Saturday morning, 6:30 a.m. and sleep. If I had to give my sleep rating on a scale of 1 to 10, I think I'd probably give it a 7. I didn't sleep great. I don't know, usually when I go to bed, I usually have to get up to pee like maybe 5, 6, 7 times within an hour and a half or so. But last night that wasn't the case. I went to bed at 20 minutes to 10 and I slept until probably close to 1 o'clock. And then I started my ritual. I was up probably every 45 minutes, 4 times or so. And then I was awake at my usual time at 5:30 a.m. But I laid there for a while. Played some Candy Crush. Yeah, Todd, I played Candy Crush in the woods. So I think the first thing I'm going to do this morning is the North Country Trail actually follows this branch road down to Tynesta Creek. And last year we backpacked from Forest Road 116 down to a little parking lot down here right off Branch Road. So what I'm going to do is connect my steps back to there, and then I'm going to come back, make myself some breakfast, some coffee, and from there, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to stay here another night or if I'm going to move on, go somewhere else. I'm not really positive. But the first thing I'm going to do is do this little road walk so I can say I went from, let's see, it would be like Henry's Mills near Sheffield to, we'll call it the Allegheny National Forest border for now, because I have done areas south of there, but I haven't connected it. So, all right, that's what I'm going to do first. I'm on my way. We're out to Branch Road, and right there's a blaze. So we're going to get down here a ways, but last night I was trying to remember where the sun went down so I could see if I could catch the sunrise this morning. And it's right back there. Really nice. I'm sure this video won't do it justice. It always kind of washes it out a bit, but all right, we're gonna go this way. Here's something you don't see unless you're walking. I don't know what this is all about. I don't know. Does that say forever together? We love you, Dad. We love you, Dad. Forever. You know, usually you see things like that along the road at car wreck sites, but I don't know. This doesn't exactly look like the type of road where you'd have a car accident, but who's to say? All right, there's something I can look up on the internet when I get home. See if there's anything about that. We're at North Country Trail, Pennsylvania Mile 204. That is 204 miles from the Pennsylvania-Ohio border to here. And this hike is turning into more than a hike, because when I get down to the Army Corps campground, I hope I can use the bathroom. Little ways to go. Right over there is where Chris and I parked last year when we backpacked from Heart's Content down to here. So when I come back, that's where I'm gonna start my track at. But before I do that, I am going down here to the campground. Well, for a couple of reasons. I've often thought about camping up here, but have never done it. We used to camp in here when I was a kid. It's quite different now than it was then, but if you watch my video from Salmon Creek, we got started camping at Salmon Creek because we were camping here one night and there was a bunch of rowdies in here and they were drinking and carrying on, and it pissed my dad off, so the next morning he left. We just started driving and we ended up finding that place over there where we camped for 4 or 5 summers, something like that. All right. Well, I often wondered how much this place gets used. That a nice summer weekend, and here's 3 empty sites right off the bat. All right, I'm going down to the potty. Well, by golly, that was pretty darn plush. I was expecting pit toilets. No, flush toilets, soft toilet paper, soap in the dispenser, paper towels. Man, I'm starting to like this. I don't know, when I walked up here, I saw that porta potty over there. I was getting a little worried that my walk was for nothing, but I don't know, maybe that thing's just to make ADA compliant or something, I don't know. All right, at any rate, I've connected my steps. I'm gonna record it on the way back, and then I'm gonna go back and find myself some coffee and something to eat. As long as we're here, let's take a walk down, take a look at Tynesta Creek. know if I can get out on this sandbar without it getting wet or not. Oh, hell yeah. That's a nice sight first thing in the morning. That would be looking downstream. And upstream. Don't know how deep it is. Doesn't look very deep. You might get a kayak down there, but I wouldn't be loaded too heavy. Okay, now I gotta go back across that thing. Okay, right here's where I start my track. This is where we left off last September. When we got here, we had just hiked through like 5 miles of downpour, raining like a bitch. It ain't raining today though. Okay, I'm gonna start my track, head back to my campsite. I'm gonna get some coffee. Man, that's a damn shame right there. That place probably hadn't seen any action in years. I bet you at one time that was somebody's pride and joy. It's disheartening to see stuff like that. All right, 1 1/10 mile later, I made her back. So that's 2 1/4 for the day so far. Whether I'll do more NCT miles or not, I'm not sure, but I'd like to go back. Salmon Creek Road's right over there, the gated end. There's supposed to be something back there called Rock Table Site. Looks like it's maybe a mile or so. I think I might go back and check that out sometime, but for right now, I'm gonna make some coffee and some breakfast and maybe go back to bed for a while. It is now 10:30 and I just took my morning nap and I did about, I don't know, another 3/4 mile of North Country Trail, but it's part I've done before, so I didn't record it. Went down and met my neighbor, real nice lady. I'd say she's my age or older. She's here with her husband. And I got invited over for mountain pies tonight, so, and beer, and I'm not going to turn that down. So, starting to warm up a little bit. I suppose if I'm going to do this, go looking for this rock table campsite, I should probably get my butt in gear and do it. Phone's down to 33% already, so I got it on the charger, but I'll sit here for a minute, let her charge up, and then I'm gonna head down the road and go looking for whatever rock table site is. It's on my GPS, so it says campsite, but it doesn't look like it's near any water, so I just want to see what it is. Okay, I've just come to an area where the road was repaired. I don't know if this is the reason for the closure or, I mean, crepe, it don't look that bad. Whew. I think I see a nice camping area down there too, if there's a way to get to it. But I would have to say that there's not. Maybe this is their repair and they're just waiting until these rocks settle in or something until they, whoa, yeah, until they do something, or I don't know. That's passable. I wouldn't want to meet somebody, but I'm going to take a picture of that. I just saw blazes on a tree and a sign that says Collins Pine. So apparently I'm now on private property. Maybe that's the reason for the closure. I don't know. Maybe the repair is not on Forest Service land. I don't know. But I don't know. The road don't look that bad. I don't see any reason why it can't be open, but it is what it is. Right up here pretty directly there's supposed to be like a pull-off or a parking area or something to go back to this rock table thing. I see a little graveled area here. I don't know if this is it or not. Let me switch over to GPS. I don't see a path. I'll be back. Found it. Just had to go a little farther. And up the hill in the sun we go. I'll be damned. It is a dedicated campsite. If you came in from Marionville, you could drive in here too. I guess you got to bring water with you though. Don't see any water anywhere. That sounded like a deer. Firing. Cake pan. Flat area for tents. You'd probably put a hammock between there and there if you got straps big enough to get around that tree. Okay, I'm gonna make my own mark of this thing and take a couple cell phone pictures. Curiosity satisfied, and then I'll make a track on the way back and see how far it is. Now that I zoomed in on my GPS a little closer, There's another site up here. I didn't see the sign when I came in. Is this it? Oh. Path goes up a little farther. Got deer running all over the place. Well, I don't see any fire rings or anything. Let me scout around a little. Well, the only evidence I see of a fire ring is right there. And that might have been used maybe 50 years ago. I'm not venturing up in there any farther. That's good enough for me. No water. Bring your water. Now that I'm out of the trees, there is a little bit of a view from up here. It might be kind of pretty in the fall. I just don't really care for camping any place where there's no water. I'm not against carrying water to drink, but I like having something to clean up with too. Okay, I got the track going and I'm headed back to my campsite. I've made her back out to the intersection of Forest Road 145 and Branch Road, and my Jeep is right over there. By the time I get there, it should be exactly 1 mile. When I stopped to turn this on, it was 0.96. So you can figure it's 1 mile from Branch Road to those rock table campsites on Salmon Creek Road. All right, I'm gonna have me some lunch, and I got a surprise. We'll see if it's a surprise to both you and I. So right now I gotta get some stuff out of my Jeep, and then we'll get at some cooking. All right, I got my water on, and I'm gonna show you my lunch surprise. Yeah, I picked this stuff up when we were down at the public land store in Butler County. I thought, yeah, man, roasted corn chowder, that don't sound too bad. I'll give it a try. It was only like $8 or something. Then what I didn't do is read the fine print. With sweet potato and smoked fish. So after I saw that, I got online and started reading some of the online reviews, and it sounds like it's one of them things you either love it or you hate it, and I'm not too encouraged. So fortunately I have other stuff to eat, but I'm gonna rehydrate it and give it a try, see what it's like. I'll let you know. The water's in it and it's rehydrating. When I opened the pouch to get the oxygen absorber out, it actually doesn't smell too bad. But I hope it thickens up quite a bit as it rehydrates, because it's quite soupy the way it is. I thought chowder was supposed to be, you know, kind of thick. But I don't know. I'm a little more encouraged now that I've smelled the contents. It smells pretty good, but I'll be back to give you my assessment. The corn chowder's done. I mean, it smelled good when I opened the package, but I don't know. I'm just not too. I'm gonna try it, but by some strange twist of fate, my neighbor over there came over while this was rehydrating and said he's got wild turkey gravy and biscuits over there if I want to come over. I don't know. I wish he'd have come over before I opened this package. I don't know. I'm gonna try it. But I don't know. It smells. I'll let you. I keep saying I'll let you know. I'll let you know. I'm letting you know. That stuff is gross. Not only does it taste gross, it has got the texture of, oh, I don't know. I can't even describe it. I think you could rehydrate that corn forever and it would still be like, it's under, I don't know. It's gross. It's getting thrown out. I'm going over to my neighbor's and see what he's got to eat. That's kind of funny. Since my corn chowder didn't work out, I threw it out. And my neighbors over there came over. Hey, we got wild turkey gravy and biscuits if you want to come on over. Said, yeah, that's pretty much perfect. So, yeah, wild turkey gravy, biscuits, and I'm back over at my own site now. I think I'm about ready for an afternoon nap, but before I do anything, I'm going to put my tarp out. It might not be a threat of rain, but there's all kinds of junk coming off these trees that's ending up in my underquilt and in my hammock. So just to keep the junk off my stuff, I'm going to deploy my tarp and I'm taking a nap. I thought I had a home for the weekend, but I'm really skeptical now. I got people moving in next door to me, and they're driving a U-Haul rental truck with the bed packed full, which is not a good sign. A rental truck tells me they're on their maiden voyage or newbies or something. I'm not too encouraged, so we'll give them a little bit, but I may be moving. I hope not, because I like it here. But I'm not going to put up with noise and yakking all night. We'll see how they act. So far, so good. They're being very quiet. Of course, they are setting up. I just hope that trend continues. I mean, I do have earplugs, but I'd really prefer not to use them because I wear earplugs 15 hours a day any other day of the week, and I like being woken up by the sound of birds in the morning. So, knock on wood, they're quiet. They have a little girl with them, so hopefully they're like out on their maiden voyage to get this child into nature, and they're not here to party and raise hell. I'm hoping. Besides that, I just cut a fresh batch of firewood. I really don't want to move and leave it here. Beef stew is bound to be better than corn chowder, wouldn't you think? Yeah, I think so. But I'll let you know for sure in about 5 minutes. Hey, there it is. Just needs a little pepper and to cool off quite a bit because I'm sure it's quite hot. And if you're wondering why I'm dirtying my pot, which the idea of them things is to not dirty your dishes, I really hate eating out of those pouches. Alright, let's pepper this thing up and chow it down. Yeah, it's pretty early for a fire, but the bugs are getting bad. Hoping some of the smoke will shoo them away. Plus my neighbors up there have a fire going now too, so that ought to help. Good morning. It is Sunday morning, June 4th, and it's 6:05 a.m. And baby, compared to what it has been, it's cold outside. I think it's probably, I'm guessing, high 40s. And my feet are a little cold, but that's only because I just had to get up to go find a friendly tree a little bit ago. I'm sure I'll get warm back up here. I probably should get up and go do something, but like a dummy, I didn't bring a jacket with me, and it's a little cold out there, so I'm just going to lay here and doze and wait for it to warm up a little bit. Then I'm going to head down the road here and look around a little bit, take some pictures. So until I get up and moving, that's all I got to tell you right now. I'll talk to you later, though. Good morning. It is Sunday morning. I think it's June 4th, and it is nearly 8 o'clock. And I've been out of bed for 15 minutes. Yeah, Friday night, I gave my night's sleep a 7, so I didn't sleep that great. Last night, I'd have to give it a 12 because I zonked. And let me tell you, compared to the last few days, it really got cold. I'm guessing it was probably, I'd have to say 45 last night, something like that. I never got cold, but I had some people next to me, the people in the U-Haul truck. I don't think they were too prepared. I think they might have got a little chilled. All right, today's the day I got to go home. So what I'm going to do, I'm not really sure. One thing I do want to do before I leave is go around and check out the rest of these campsites that are in the area where I'm at. But for right now, I'm going to take this little hunk of the North Country Trail that parallels this road back. I keep saying parallel. Parallel's not right. It's perpendicular because it runs beside the road. But it goes right back to my campsite. So I'm going to do that, go back. Haven't had any coffee or breakfast yet. I got to do that yet. So yeah, away I go. This was behind me because I'm going to my back the other direction, but Forest Road 127 is what I just came off of. Forest Road 145, that's Salmon Creek Road, 10.6 miles. There's the sun coming up, gonna be another beauty. That's a numbered campsite right down there, number 11. And I see probably 2 spots for hammocks. Yeah, I like that. All right, that's for another day. Let's take a little stroll down here, check out some of these other campsites as long as there's nobody else in them. I'm really thinking that for winter time or cold weather camping, this would be a really good place to come because it's away from civilization, but not really too far. So if you get cold and need to bail out, it wouldn't be that difficult. All right, let's see what we got here. We'll check out the ones that have nobody in them. All right, this is number 5. And this one really caught my eye because it's in a bunch of conifers that are nicely spaced. I see a nice hanging spot right there. Now let's see. If I were to come here with Todd, where could I hang? It would be far, far away. There's the fire ring. Nice and flat right here. Good tent possibilities right here. Could hang right there, this dead thing, I don't know how. I'd be a little leery of that. Right there. Yeah, that's a little close, but you could do something in here. All right, I guess this back here is number 3, and it's adjacent to 5. I mean, you can walk right from one to the other. Number 5's right up there. And this is the path back to what I'm guessing is 3. Pretty close to the road. Here, I'll show you. Road and bridge. There's the water. And I'm walking. I don't see a fire ring. I'm confused. Let me look around here a bit. Oh, I understand. Yeah, I still haven't found a fire ring, but if you can see that flat spot up there, that's Salmon Creek Road. And I could see campsites on from Salmon Creek Road when I was up there yesterday. But what 3 is supposed to be, I'm not sure. Because I only found fire ring in 5. I don't see anything back here. Nice and peaceful back here though. I suppose you could find some place to set up or hang a hammock, depending on how picky you are. Right beside the creek. Alright, let me go up there and cross the road bridge and see what's over there. Well, this is right across from that 3 sign. I don't see a number on it, but I think it might be 4. This is pretty nice here, but I mean, the road's right there. I see maybe several hammock opportunities in here. Possibly. And the trees are a little stretched out, but I think I could do something. People just left here and their fire's still smoldering. That's not cool. All right, I think that's 4. I'm pretty sure this is number 4. This is really a big site right along the creek. There's a guy set up back in there, so I'm not going to go back. I don't know if it has a number or not. We'll see when I get out here to the road. Yeah, this is numero uno. So I guess I don't need to go down the road any farther. Down here's the spot my neighbors were in. They just left. And it's right across from Salmon Creek Road, also known as Forest Road 145. Let's take a walk down here and check it out now that they're gone. Okay, I'm walking down to this campsite. This right here is the North Country Trail. There's a blue blaze right there. I walked through here this morning. All right, fire ring and so forth down here. I actually think there's more options for more than one hammock here than any other site I've looked at. I mean, to really stretch them out. Okay, the trail's up there. I wouldn't be. I don't know how substantial this tree is. I don't know, once you hung on it. Yeah, I can wiggle it. I don't know, that might not be good. I'm back to my house now. I'm gonna start tearing down and cleaning up very slowly. I'm not exactly in a big hurry to leave here. I am glad I put my tarp up last night because it got pretty cold. I mean, compared to what it had been. All right, here comes the dubious task. I've done one last walk around. Doesn't appear that I've left anything behind. Everything's up in the Jeep. I really can't bring myself to leave. I think I'm gonna stroll around here a little bit more and then head for home. But before I bug out for good, I'll be back to see you again. Okay, well, all good things must come to an end, I guess. So, coming to you from the branch in the Allegheny National Forest, I will definitely be back here again. We'll see you later. Hey, we're going to do a little bit of North Country trailing here. We're on a little section east of Minister Hill Road. Takes you past a little campsite called Fool's Creek. I've done this part, oh geez, probably 4 or 5 times, I guess, but I never recorded it on my GPS track. And I keep going down to this Fool's Creek campsite and looking at it because various people have YouTube videos of it, and I just can't figure out any way to camp there. So I'm going to look at it again. You know, perspectives change just like the seasons change. So I don't know how far I'm going to go. A couple miles, I don't know. Depends on how I feel. I'll let you know. Here we are. This is Fool's Creek. Flowing pretty nice for as dry as it's been. All right, I'm gonna look at this place from the bigger perspective now. Besides looking what's behind me, I'm gonna look up over there because I think I see a fire ring. But let's see. I guess this is a trail here. Well, I see a blue arrow, not a blue blaze. There's a blue blaze. All right, what's around here? Well, there's a white blaze, which means I am on the connector trail now. And here's our fire ring. All right, I'm looking in the non-immediate area of the fire ring. And I see nothing. I'll grant you could get some tents in here, but okay, I walked up over the little bank here from the fire ring, thinking this might look promising up here, but I don't see much of anything here either. There's 2 trees right here, but there's a big rock right in the way. Let's hop the creek and see what's over on the other side. I changed my mind. I'm not even going over there. It's like it's not even whatsoever. Well, I understand a hammock, you don't have to be even, but you know, I don't want to step out of the thing and twist my ankle either. All right, let's see what's on the other side of that, the other side of the trail. I'm on the other side of the trail now, and I'm still nothing. And it's all rocks and roots and not very good spaced trees. I don't know, I could go over there. I mean, from here it looks like there might be something, but other places have looked like that too. And I got to cross this swamp, Fool's Creek, to get over there, and I just don't think it's worth it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to continue on heading northeast and see what I can find. Makes you wonder how big them trees are going to be able to get before the rocks won't support those roots anymore. Hey, there's a plaque on this thing. I don't know if I ever noticed that before or not. That's Route 666 at Henry's Mills, not the other way. All right, that was exactly 1 mile. And if I remember right, we pick up the trail down here. Thank you, Mike, Tina, and everybody who clears this stuff out of the way for people like me with short little legs that I don't have to crawl over it. Thank you. I have made it to Lower Sheriff Run after 1.5 miles. And there is a campsite here, one that I never really cared for much, although it does have a nice little hole for if you want to jump in and cool off. Whoa. Sheriff Run, it's flowing pretty decent. Campsite. You know, I hate that when you hear limbs and trees come crashing down after you just spent the night in the woods. All right, campsite's back here. And here we are. Now, like I said, it's been a while, so I'm going to look at this from another perspective. Now I can see where you can put tents up there. That would be good. And my notes from the past cite this hole right there. It'd be good to jump in and cool off if you're hot, or there may be some brook trout in there, who's to say. But okay, the path continues on. Let's see what's on back there. Now it's just creek valley on both sides. I don't know, this path must be where everybody goes to take a dump or something when they camp here. All right, I've gone 1.5 miles. Half my liter of water's gone. So maybe that's my cue to turn around, head back, and I guess. Yeah. Yeah, that's my plan. I'm back to Pools Creek, which means I'm in the home stretch. Do I need to look at this place again for the probably 7th time? No, I don't think so. I suppose if you were hard up enough for a hammock spot, you could do something, I suppose, but I don't know. It's off of rocky territory, very uneven. All right. I got about probably 6/10 to go. Hey everybody, it's now Monday at 3 in the afternoon, and I'm sitting on the comfort of my own back porch, and I just got one question for everybody. Where in the heck were you? I hiked over 6 miles of the North Country Trail, and I also trudged off like 2 miles on Salmon Creek Road and some little back trail up in there, and I saw absolutely no other human beings. Nobody. What's up with that? Everybody was on Facebook all winter belly aching about, oh my God, the winter's so long. I can't wait till spring gets here so I can get outside. And I saw nobody. Not a soul. So, I don't know. But let me tell you, that was one successful weekend. I had a fantastic time. The weather was perfect. It was a little chilly on Sunday morning. I was guessing it was, I don't know, mid 40s. But I got up this morning at 5:30 to go to work, and it felt very similar to yesterday morning. And when I got in my Jeep and turned the key on and looked at the thermometer, it was 38 degrees. So, my feet got a little cold, but my hammock gear quilts performed beautifully. All right, that was a lot of fun. I'm gonna do that again. And so if you ever go to them places, don't take all them sites. Leave one for me, because I might just show up. Okay, everybody. Hey, until next time, hike your own hike, sleep your own sleep. It's really a lot of fun out there. See you later.